To have a contract or to not have a contract, that is the $1 million question. Honestly, guys, to have a contract, to have a contract with the church or to not have a contract with the church, that is the $1 million question. Okay. In an ideal Christian world, we shouldn't need contracts because both parties should be fair. You're a musician, you should comply with what the church needs from you, come to rehearsals, learn your music, just be a good guy to work with, be a fun guy to work with. And from the church's side, they shouldn't say to you, we're going to pay you this much, we're going to give you this much, and then not do it. You see? So all that's needed actually is for both people to be both parties to be people of their word, and we should be, because we ought to be filled with the Holy Spirit. And if we ought to be filled with the Holy Spirit, then we should be guided in our mannerisms in what we do, in terms of doing things. Okay, we should be guided in how we do things by God and by His Spirit. However, this is not an ideal world. Neither is Christianity in an ideal place right now. I worked for a church. Okay, I did every single thing that they asked me to do, every single thing. And when I say every single thing, I mean even things that are non-musical. Okay, things that have nothing to do with me playing the piano. Actually, it was so bad I couldn't even sit at a piano without feeling guilty. I was a music director. I won't say the name of the church because as far as I know, they haven't said anything bad about me, so there's no need for me to say anything bad about them. Now, I reported to 2 people, and these 2 people were not in sync with each other. They were not in consultation with each other, because this was the pastor and the pastor's wife. Yeah, it's twisted. I mean, we're talking about people who live probably in the same house, probably share the same bed. I would like to think so, right? But then I would get an instruction maybe from the pastor and carry it out, and then get in trouble with the pastor's wife for carrying out what the pastor said I should do. You understand? So, or sometimes I do something that the pastor's wife wanted me to do, only to find that it's not what the pastor intended. Again, who gets in trouble? Me. Fine, I kept taking it until they decided they want to fire me. Okay, fine, you're firing me. I was still on a trial period, a 3-month trial period. So they decide, okay, we're firing this guy. I don't know how they came up with that, but they just decided we want to fire this guy. And so they fired me. But now they're firing me in the middle of the month. That time I've taken I haven't been taking gigs because the job was keeping me so busy. Basically, I had no money for rent month end, and I had no need to plan for it because I had a job. Oh, it was me, it was myself, and the graphic designer. We went through the same experience. She got fired a week before me, and I followed after. So I did the only thing I could do. I went to the CCMA. Hello CCMA, hi, how you guys? I've got a complaint against my employers. They fired me, and I just want to get paid for the month. That's all I want. You see, I could have easily claimed for I could have claimed for 6 months and probably would have gotten my money, gotten paid for 6 months, 6 months compensation. But you see, this was not a matter of greed. It was a matter of, look guys, you just by surprise fired me, and now I don't have a plan B. You understand? So I said, okay, it's cool. Went to the CCMA, got there, pastor's wife rocked up with a huge amount of files. I don't know what she planned to trump up on me, but it looked like she was ready for, some kind of war. Anyway, it didn't go that far, and we agreed that I'll get paid at the end of the month, and I did get paid, and that was that. But you see, if I didn't have a contract, then I wouldn't have gotten, that money. It would have been just you're fired. Because remember, the way churches are structured, or the way they treat musicians, is that, okay, look, you're like a casual worker, so hey, it is what it is. There's no long-term compensation. There's no pension. There's nothing like that. So that is the challenge that we face. Okay. So this is how a contract saved me from being kicked out from my place. So, like I said before, in an ideal world, we shouldn't need contracts, especially as Christians. But it turns out that we do, and it turns out that not everyone is as faithful when coming to money or services as we'd like to think. So, if wherever possible, if the need or opportunity for a contract comes up, by all means, take it, because what else can be done, really? What else can be done or should be done when things are like this? And things are quite bad out there.